It's time for another Eternal Mylite Project video. We're going to start out with Adventure Comics number 302 from 1962 in a very good minus. Airboy number 2 from 1984 in near mint minus. Angel from Dell Comics number 15 from 1958 in very good plus. Battlefront number 41 from 1958 in fair condition. And Blood Syndicate number 1 from 1993 in very fine minus. I was told by the writer of this comic, go get it, read it. If you don't like it, he would pay for it. I still have the comic. I liked it. If you get a chance, pick up the Milestone comics. They were really good. Camelot 3000 number 1, 1982, near mint to mint. Casper and Nightmare number 28 from 1970, very fine plus. Creatures on the Loose number 22 from 1973, fine minus, first appearance of Thongor. Cyberella number 1 from 1996, near mint plus. And one of my favorites from the 80s, Daring New Adventures of Supergirl from 1982 in near mint to mint. Falling in Love number 21 from 1958 in very fine. Romance comics are hard to find. Romance comics are really hard to find in high grade. Gru number 4 from 1983, very fine to near mint. House of Secrets number 79 featuring Eclipso, August 1966 in good minus. It has water stains. Isis number 1, 1976, near mint minus. Commandy number 1, 1972, near mint minus. I have quite a few copies of Commandy number 1. I don't know why. Call the Conqueror number 1, 1971, very fine plus. I have a lot of keys in this batch. Marvel Chillers number 1, 1975, very fine to near mint. Men in Action number 2, 1957, good condition. And another number 2, New Teen Titans number 2, December 1980, first appearance of Deathstroke, very fine plus. Pathways to Fantasy, 1984, very fine to near mint. From Pacific Comics. I just really like Pacific Comics. I might try to get all of them eventually. Richie Rich, number 22 from 1984 in fine plus. Savage She-Hulk, number 1, 1980, very fine plus. Star Slayer, number 1, 1982, very fine minus. This next one is not a key, but it's a nice copy, nice issue. Superman, number 46, 1947, fine minus. And to round out this group, Sword of the Atom, number 1, that I looked for several years and could not find it. I went to a small convention one time, decided I'm going to buy this comic because I want to read the miniseries. Went to almost every dealer. No one had it. Everybody said, oh, we can bring it next time. Finally, I found a dealer who said he thought he had it in one of his boxes behind the table. I said, well, get it, and I'll get it right now. He said, I don't feel like digging out a dollar comic. I pulled a $10 bill out of my pocket, showed it to him, said, I'll pay you this if you get it for me right now. This is that comic. I overpaid by 10 times the amount, but I got to read the miniseries. And the next time I went to that show, everybody had Sword of the Atom number 1. Everybody had it priced at $10. Nobody sold any. Thing, number 1. 1983, very fine to near mint. This is the only, I have 2 of these, and they're the only Thing comics left in my collection. I used to have all of them, but a flood took them out and destroyed them all, and I've just never got a chance to replace them. Turok, Son of Stone, number 13 from 1958, fine plus. It looks like it's in a lot nicer condition, but right up here there's a tear that goes down to about here, and it goes through about the first 4 or 5 pages, so that's why I rated it that low. X-Men number 125 from 1975 in near mint to mint. I only added this one in because I liked the cover. Walter Lance's New Funnies, number 158 from 1950, in fine to very fine condition. And to round it all out, World's Finest Comics, number 169 from 1967, in very good plus. Gotta love that cover. I just like that cover a lot. I'm showing a lot of these comics. I'm just picking and choosing out of my collection to put them in Mylar. Eventually all of them will be in Mylar. But I'm trying to show you what makes up the backbone of a lot of collections. Not necessarily all keys, not necessarily all high grade, but just good, solid comics that, like I said, they're the backbone of a collection. So that's it for this episode of the Eternal Mylar Project. And like it if you liked it, don't like it if you don't like it, and leave a comment. It's always appreciated. Bye.